Hello everybody, it's GB, and today's Sponsored Saturday is brought to you by Gfuel. Ho ho ho. However, I know that a lot of you, for some reason, out of all my Sponsored Saturdays, by far the most requested one I get to compile together are the Gfuel ad reads. Please do edit together Gfuel, do a whole video of Gfuel. Perhaps one day, perhaps has come, because I have a very good reason to do an entire full-length Gfuel video, a great excuse, and that excuse is my very own Gfuel Shaker. Look at it, look at it, look at it. I'm shooting this before it was even announced, but when this video is posted, it is live. You can purchase it right now. So what you want to do is follow the link in my description box below, and incredibly, you can indeed use code GB to get a discount on this shaker. This weekend, the one that I'm posting it on, you can get 30% off by using code GB on the Gfuel website, including this GB shaker. I'm so excited. This is so neat. I'm super pumped. On the other side. There's some water inside because I just rinsed it out. But we're going to do a whole video with this, and I'm going to tell you all about it. Now, if you don't know what Gfuel is, this is your first time clicking on it, which, kudos to you for clicking on a title with Gfuel in it and not knowing what it is. Gfuel is an energy formula, and it has 0 sugar and plenty of vitamins and antioxidants, an incredible amount of flavors to choose from to give you energy, focus, endurance, and it's really it's been quite big in the gaming scene. It's the official drink of esports. Gfuel is good for anybody who wants those benefits, wants a nice caffeine kick to their day, with other things added in that kind of make it a little bit more enhanced, more of an enhanced experience. And they don't really want all the sugar that can come in other drinks. So there are a lot of great reasons why somebody might be interested. It is absolutely hysterical that I am an ASMR channel, and I'm really meant to relax you and put you to sleep. However, I will say the GB-Gfuel partnership is one that I very much cherish. I really started it up when I was doing a lot of Twitch streaming and gaming, so I was like, yeah, this makes sense. But as the gaming has waxed and waned, sometimes I'm very busy, sometimes I have plenty of time to game into the night. My need for caffeine and delicious flavored drinks has not gone away. So what I like to think of is I put you to sleep, okay? And in the morning, when you're nice and refreshed, you can give yourself some Gfuel, And I think that a lot of people in the ASMR community, creators like myself, viewers like you, we struggle with sleeping. So maybe you're pretty tired during the day. Maybe it's not time to sleep all the time. You gotta get up, you gotta get moving. And that's where it kind of comes into play. But look how cute. I got to pretty much design it myself. They gave me a lot of freedom over what I wanted, and I wanted purple for sure. I don't know why purple is really stuck, but I just really love doing purple things. It's very cozy and very me. At the same time, I wanted clouds to sort of represent the ASMR side of my content, which is the majority of my content now. but I do make other content that's not just ASMR. But I thought that it's the biggest piece of my life, and especially my online life, so I wanted to make it very cozy. So I got to actually pick the name of the shaker, and the name is Daydream, the Daydream Shaker. I thought it made sense because usually ASMR is, we're relaxing, we're being put to sleep a lot of the time, etc. But combine it with Gfuel, and it's probably a little bit more during the day. So this is for the daytime ASMR. Maybe you've never been able to make it to the end of a video that you really want to finish. ASMR videos can get really long. Sometimes my best content is at the end of the video. Stay awake, you know? So these are limited edition shakers. I want to make sure I remember to tell you all the information. They're live right now. They're limited edition and super, super limited time, like right now, this weekend. Code GB will give you 30% off. They retail for $9.99, and you can also get the starter kit, and that retails for $14.99 US dollars. And you'll get some Gfuel to actually put in your shaker cup. They come in individual packs, which is great because you can try the different flavors that you might like. And then when you find one that you do really like, or you just look around the site and want to pick something up, we'll be making some Gfuel today. You can get the big tubs. And you can shake them up in your GB shaker. I'm super excited about this. I think it's really cool. And I hope that you check it out. Make sure that you grab one if you want one, for sure. But I'm very excited to do an entire video with our Gfuel triggers today. Finally, a good excuse to do it. Let's go. So I'm going to go ahead and put the different lens on my camera and just kind of move the camera down so we can get up close and personal. I can show you the details. We can get some nice sounds. And remember, Gfuel also does come in non-caffeinated hydration formulas if you're interested in that, as well as cans and energy crystals that I'll show you down here. Otherwise, follow the link in the description. Use code GB, 30% off this weekend. Limited time GB Shaker, the Daydream. We did it. Okay, let's zoom in. Look at it. Here it is. I love how the purple came out. These are my, this is from my nail polish collection as well. I was like, oh, it's perfect. This is LOLLLL on my nails. And then GB on the Gfuel cup. I think I'm going to take my ring off. Hit it one too many times. Should I take these off as well? I'm married to Gfuel now. Just kidding. part that actually does the mixing around. Like this helps the powder agitate. Is this called an agitator? I feel like it should be called an agitator. My hands are clean. Let's make some GFUEL. In this one I'm going to add ice, but I feel like we should add it after, simply because of the sound. Typically you would do the ice first with the water. That's what I like to do anyway. If you want to cold, that is. So I'm going to add some water. And we have a few options here. We have one of my all-time favorites, French vanilla. We also have Butter's Starfruit. I feel like I'm in more of a starfruit mood today. It's like later in the afternoon. This is good for the morning, also very good for summer. And once again, I know I've never gotten to do an entire video on GFUEL, so I'm really enjoying being able to tap on all the containers and things. After you fall asleep to this, you can think about waking up nice and refreshed from the ASMR, and then you can get your energy and endurance and focus and reaction from whatever flavor strikes your fancy. Oops, I shook it a little bit too much. Inside the containers are the scoops, as well as like a little liquid pack to keep the powder dry. So if you see that, that's all that is. So soft. I meant to use this to get the scooper out and I got distracted by the softness. Okay. So. It's already a perfect scoop in there. The top part here, this is for putting it in like a more narrow bottle, like a water bottle or something. You can actually pop that off and just get, this is the actual scoop size. If you filled it up all the way to the tippy top, you're going to give yourself a little bit of extra caffeine. But that's a good thing about the powder. First of all, I think if you do like a normal scoop, which is up to here, I think it's over 40 servings in just one container. But if you are sensitive to caffeine, or maybe you don't want a full glass and you don't want to waste it, you can obviously just mix up as much as you'd like, or maybe you want a little more. Let me triple check. I believe the amount of caffeine in here, 140 milligrams. So to compare it to something like coffee, 8-ounce brewed coffee is usually like 180 milligrams. So there you go. If that can help you. Otherwise, yeah, you can start smaller and always add more. I'll also show you they do have flavors that don't contain caffeine either. If you don't want caffeine at all. Okay. I'll turn it to the side so you can see. Gently tap. The powder in. It smells so good. Very tropical fruity. Okay. Just going to stir a little bit now. I'm doing most of this for ASMR's sake. I would usually, pretty yellow. I would usually put this in and just give it a hearty shake. But we're being extra. Turn into a nice orange, which is nice actually because complementary color of purple. I have a plastic spoon as well. This could be cool. Now we'll actually shake it. So you put this in, put the cap on, and like I said, you could already have some ice in here. I'm going to add it afterwards, again for the sake of not blowing your eardrums out. I could, turn my gain down. But that's no fun. Give this a little push. Make sure it's closed. I've done that before. Extra. Double check. Okay. Ready? Let's give it a shake. All nice and shaken and stirred. So if you shake it with the ice in, it'll cool your drink down. You can also make G Fuel with liquids other than water. The most popular one is like milk or milk alternatives. So for the coffee one, if you do that with like a milk, oat milk, whatever, it's very good. And I honestly should try it more with like the fruity flavors. I think I did it once with like strawberry shortcake. Oh, so good. It's like a milkshake. Now we'll put the ice in one by one for ASMR purposes. I could make a Gfuel sponsored Saturday. The entire video. Would you like a sip? Very nice, very nice, very nice. My turn. Perfect, 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 perfect. It does always taste better when I do make it in a shaker. Oh my god, GB, you're just saying that. No, I swear. And we could put this back in too if we wanted to, but it's all shaken up. Because I get the proportions right. And if I use the actual scoop. In the flavors where I like lost the scoop, which is like, how do you lose the scoop? I'll just kind of freehand it. It doesn't turn out as well. I think I put too much in, too little water. This is the perfect amount. Okay. Now in the spirit of the good Gfuel sounds, I'll also do a little portion where I tap on the other fun things that usually appear in our reads is hydration. And it's coming out in a bunch of different flavors. I know Charlie, Moist Critical, his Divine Peach flavor has a non-caffeinated version. So now we have the empty here. I'm thinking maybe we make blue ice in that one. Let's tap on the cans first. obsessed with how this can looks. This little Konoha Leaf Village symbol up here. And this one on the other side. Is this your left or your right? It's supposed to be your right. Doesn't have Naruto on it, but it's very cute. Turquoise teal color. Flavor tropical rain. I really want to turn down the gain and see if I can get a good can opening sound. I feel like I never get that. I always have to cut it out because it's too loud, but let's try a little experiment here. I feel like that was still very, very loud. Alright. So we can give these a little taste test if we so desire. Okay. Which one do you think I will like better? I already know which one because I know how they taste. But guess. Ready? That was sage mode. We'll try tropical rain. Alright. Which one did I like better? Drum roll, please. Sage mode, of course. Look, there's Naruto on it. How's it not supposed to taste amazing? No, for real, I really like the flavor of this. I actually tried to look it up because I was like, what flavor is sage mode? What does that even mean? And you know what? I don't think I really got that answer. But it tastes dang good. I forgot. Green coffee bean extract, green tea extract, turmeric, tart cherry, blueberry, broccoli, and kale. Is that a broccoli reference? Does this one have broccoli and kale? Yeah, it does. But these have the same last ingredients. Green coffee extract, green tea extract, turmeric, tart cherry, blueberry, broccoli, kale. So it's somewhere in the flavoring. I don't know. So it just tastes really good. It's not like super duper fruity. It's like in the middle of a fruity and a desserty flavor. Okay. So those are the can sounds. I'll put these probably on the side so the bubbling is not too loud anymore. And I think, okay, first of all we have to let the little energy crystals get their time to shine. I swear these aren't enough caffeine for me. I have to check. They're really good though, but I'll like do the energy crystals and then even more Gfuel on top of that. I'm like, oh, maybe I should chill. Maybe I should chill. but I really like candy. So this is very up my alley. Blue ice just reminds me of Breaking Bad. So let's make some. Let's cook. Probably shouldn't say that. Well, this is my YouTube channel, so these are the single packets. These are what come in the starting set, so you don't have to measure it out or anything. They travel really well. They're great for when you want to try a flavor, not buy an entire tub of it, because you're like, well, what if I don't like blue ice? Well, then you should get the single packets. Or just be brave and get the big tub. But these are really good for traveling, I will say. Okay. Like usually I just rip it open. Yeah. I think my camera's really struggling with my sweater. I'm so sorry. Pour that water in. Back to our little GB shaker. The star of today's production, lest us forget. Let us not forget. Pick one or the other, GB. Trying to put the lid on the pitcher. It's not how that works. Wow, Plane's really trying to ruin this moment for me. How dare they? How dare they? Give it a little shake. have to do the most roundabout lid opening. It's in my job description. Take this out. No lid needed. I love this flavor. The flavor is literally blue. You're like, oh, what flavor do you like? I like blue. Well, perfect. I have great news for you. GFUEL Shaker. It's real. It's available. It is limited time. So make sure to grab one if you'd like one. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video. And listen, we got the shaker. So, just saying. Again, if there was a GB flavor, you know, in theory, hypothetically, you know, if I asked you guys, what flavor would you associate with GB? I'm just saying I'd be interested to know. That's all I'm gonna say. But seriously, I'd love your feedback. Because this is super cool, and I'd love for that to be a potential one day. So, thank you so much, GFUEL, for making such a cool shaker. I love how it turned out, and I hope you guys do as well. Be sure to follow the link in the description box if you'd like. Again, you can usually use code GB for a lot of things on the GFUEL website. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this full-length version of GFUEL triggers. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Good night, everybody. Sleep well. And in the morning,